today, a nice surprise. One UI 7 just dropped, and I've got it here. Now I have it on two devices. I have it on my Z Fold 3, and I have it on my S22 Ultra. All right, I've just updated both of them. Now, if you guys don't know, the sad news about my Z Fold 3 is that my inner display no longer works, as you can see there, right? Now, am I going to pay to fix the inner display? Absolutely not. I hooked this up to one of my extra monitors using an HDMI cable to USB Type-C, and this is now a portable PC. Get a portable monitor. If you do have a Z Fold device or anything, you know, that puts out video via the USB-C, get a small portable monitor. I have so many keyboards, Bluetooth keyboard, Bluetooth mice, and yeah, I've honestly been using it with the Ivanki dock that I have for my ROG Ally. Works perfectly. Gets power, stays charged, and I'm able to add in multiple different peripherals, an Ethernet, all this stuff, which you don't really need the Ethernet or anything like that, but it does work. So I won't be talking about the Z Fold 3 this video, but I am just letting you guys know that it also has been updated to One UI 7. All right, and this is my wife's S22. This one is mine, S22 Ultra, and this is my wife's S22 Ultra, right? Mine has just been updated to One UI 7. I didn't even open the device yet. I just left it there. I just got my wife's S22. She is on 6.1, so I'm gonna dive in there now. So my wife is rocking a custom theme on her device here. Icons are themed and stuff like that, but you know, you'll get the basis of everything, right? Okay, so for the first time, for me personally, here we go. I'm going to now go ahead and jump in and see what's different. And I am rocking a third-party launcher. I'm gonna have to clear all of that stuff, go to default theme and all of that stuff, but let's see what we can see from the get-go. All right, so here we go. I haven't logged in yet. Right away, I can see something different immediately. Is if you notice up here, let's get in here. When I turn on the device, you can see that little icon right there. Let's go ahead. Let's dive into my device. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so we are booting in. Okay, wow. Welcome to One UI 7. Here we go. So if you have an older device, a Z Fold 3, let's just dive into the Z Fold 3 so you guys can see. So if you have an older device, at least a Z Fold 3, a Galaxy S22 Ultra, there you have it. We do get One UI 7.0. I'm going to deal with this, my Z Fold, a little bit later. Let's go ahead and focus on this. So we're going to click Start. Galaxy AI. Okay, so lots of things here, lots of things. It says call assist, get real-time translations during voice calls. Writing assist, get tools to compose, organize, and improve. Interpreter, unleash productivity with note assist, transcript assist, browsing assist, photo assist, drawing assist. Okay, that's for Galaxy AI. I hope there's a lot more things for these older devices. I believe there's obviously some, you know, going to be some features that the older devices are not going to have. Right off the bat, we can see the battery notification here. We can see here that the battery icon is horizontal, whereas on the previous version of Android One UI, it's vertical. Right, and now we have the percentage inside the battery as to beside it. So very cool. Let's hit more, see what else we got here, and then let's hit next. Again, keep in mind there's got to be some things that we're not going to be able to do. At least that's what I believe. Press and hold the side button to access Gemini. Was it not like that before? I'm not really sure, but you know, it's okay. Instantly access notifications and quick settings, right? So we've seen this before though. So I'm not really sure. Did Samsung not have this? I believe they did have this. Or was that a developer option? I'm not really sure. But now you can swipe from the left to get notifications and swipe from the right to get your quick settings. Let's actually see here. So if I swipe from the right over here, notifications, swipe from the left, same thing. But I believe there's a there is a setting somewhere And like I said, it might be a developer option. It might actually be a different device. It might not be a Samsung device. So it says you're all set. Let's go to see what's new, because there's got to be a lot more than that, right? So Galaxy AI, customize your apps and widgets style, use writing assist, make folders bigger. Okay, that one's cool. We'll check that out. Stay on top of important tasks with the now bar. Okay, that's interesting. You can group alarms, which is awesome. Create freeform collages, easily connect to nearby devices. So with the easy, you know, we're going to get through some of those things eventually. Use your phone as a PC webcam. Awesome. Really love that one. And access photos while from your PC. Now I already use link to Windows. So, you know, it's not really going to be much difference there. At least I don't think so. Let's go home. Okay, so this is my current setup on my device. You can see the difference. My wife is using stock. I'm using Nova Launcher. So let's see here. First, I swipe from the right. Oh, nothing yet. So here it says, swipe down from the top right corner of the screen to open the quick settings panel. Swipe down from anywhere else on the top right screen for the notifications. Okay, so let's see, from the middle, we're getting notifications. Middle, we're getting notifications. All right, cool. And then from the right side, we are getting quick settings. Okay, let me quickly jump into settings here. So in settings, right away, you can see we have Galaxy AI right there. Okay, display battery. A lot of things have been grouped a little bit differently, which I appreciate. Actually, let's take a look at the settings to make sure I'm not just talking nonsense here. Display. Oh yeah, things are definitely grouped, and it's much more colorful, as you see here. So if we start from the top, here we have, so you see here, we have the connections and connected devices. Then we have Galaxy AI. So she already has Galaxy AI here. Let me look and make sure she's not already on. Oh, wrong thing. She's not already on 7. Nope. So we do have One UI 6.1 there. Oh, there's developer options, and then we'll go to about software information, and we have One UI 7 over here, Android 15, Android 14 over here. Okay, so we'll go back. And I still need to go to apps. I need to go to change default apps, home app to One UI home. All right. So here now, we just swiped up for the app drawer. Swipe up or down to scroll through all your apps. So that's one thing that's cool. The app drawer is now vertical, right? And I would say now vertical, you know, fitting in with the rest of mainly the Android device ecosystem, right? As you can see here on the other one, it's left and right, or you swipe horizontally, where now you swipe up and down. As you can see here, the search bar is on the top for One UI 6.1 and on the bottom for One UI 7. Arguably a lot easier to reach. Okay, so let me quickly make a folder, because we are supposed to be able to see. Now I wish that would happen. That's one thing that I don't like about One UI, is that when you press and hold an icon, it should just automatically go to the home screen, but it doesn't do that. All right, but let's go ahead and make a folder. Let's just add some more apps here so we can take a look at the folder. Let's close it. So here you have your folder. Okay, and let's make a folder here as well. Let's go ahead and get another one. Folder, and you can, of course, just add. Okay, so there we have 2 folders. All right, and now press on it, that opens the folder. If I go ahead and long press it, select, remove, change the name or something like that, right? So if I long press on this one, we can enlarge the folder. You can still select it, remove it, change the name or add the name, but we have a new option here that says enlarge. So if I go ahead and press that, look at that. And now I think I can just simply tap an app without actually opening the whole folder. Can I enlarge again? No, so that's as large as this folder will get. And I believe if you, okay, so if I just tap on the empty space, it opens the whole folder. If I tap on the app icon, it will open up the entire app. So that's pretty cool. It's going to make your home screen look a little bit better. You know, that's pretty cool. There are some cool new widgets and stuff like that. You know, Samsung don't really play around when it comes to stuff like that. Look at that. Already looking real good. Image and stories, countdowns, current weather and forecast, weather and clock. Let's go to clock. Yep, so we have the new alarm pill, right? Very cool. Go ahead and just drop this one right there. And you go ahead and you select your alarm. Set the same volume for all alarms. Alarms should be really, really loud. Okay, I don't have any alarms, but well, not on this. I use my other devices for alarms, but that's pretty cool. Let's just go ahead and turn that one on. Okay, I did select. Did I not select this one? There we go. All right, so you are able to stop and start the alarm right from here. See, now the alarm is off. Tapping it, the clock icon again, the alarm is back on. I believe you can resize this, of course. Yeah, you can definitely resize it. I like the little pill format though. It looks really good. You just have to tap on the clock icon, right? And then boom, like that. There's the clock icon. Lots of cool little stuff over here. Very awesome. Okay, another thing that's pretty cool is landscape mode. So for example, I don't know if my wife has landscape mode enabled. Is it enabled? So we're gonna go into the home settings. You know what? Let's do the same on my device. Let's go into home settings, and right off the bat, you can see a major difference here. Okay, so it shows app size. All right, so it can max it. Oh, so yes, so the applications themselves, you can see they get a little bigger up there. You see the animations there showing exactly how big they are. App labels, yes, on the home screen, I like app labels. Actually, on the home screen, I do not use app labels, but if you do, you can also have labels for featured widgets. I personally don't like to have labels on the home screen, right? Let's see here. Add media page to home page. I think we still have that as well, but so for me now, it's down at the bottom here. It's after this section here. Home screen layout, home screen grid, app screen grid, and folder grid. Let's see if there's anything. So no, still at 6, 7. The original is probably like, what is this, 4, 5. So for me here, it's a little bit different. Home screen grid, we have 4, 5, 4, 6, 5, 5, and 5, 6. Okay, and for me, we got 4, 6, 5, 6, and 6, 7. Okay, let's go 4, 6. All right, let's try to get it close back to stock. It's been so long. I don't really use stock One UI. I don't really use stock anything, to be honest, except on my Pixel 6. I believe that's stock. I'm not rocking a third-party launcher, and to be honest, I might be rocking a third-party launcher over there. So we're gonna hit done and hit done there. Hit done. Oh, because that hasn't changed. So I automatically went back. Okay, so this is why the folder looked like it was a bit smaller. My grid size was to the max. That's why. But this is what I expected to see here. Let's dive back into the settings here. Okay, so what else do we have here? So yeah, I think that's the main change here. Is just I have this little section here for the app labels right there at the top. And after the grids, then we have add media homepage. Show app screens button on the home screen. We don't need that because we have the swipe gestures. Lock home screen layout. Same thing. Add icons to home screen. No. Hide. No. App icon badge minus the dot. My wife has the number. Swipe down for notification panel. Rotate to landscape mode. She did not have it on. I just turned it on. Now let us go back. So landscape mode is what I wanted to talk about. So here we are. So in landscape mode, One UI 6, you can see that the icons, they get smaller. App drawer, they're kind of crunched in there, right? Not too bad. You have the apps there and you have the labels to the right of it, right? So that's One UI 6. Let's go ahead and rotate mine. And as you see, it kind of keeps its same form factor. It does kind of change position. You see the pillars on top. and this is at the bottom right hand corner. We go landscape, now it's on the top left hand corner, and the pill is to the right of it. Okay, not bad. It's just, I find it a little strange that it does change position there. Let's get into the app drawer. Okay, see, I just tried to swipe left and right, but as you can see here, I just tried to swipe left and right because I'm so used to it. But as you can see here, it's definitely different, right? Now we have the, again, my app drawer, I believe, is crunched to the max. Is there settings in here? It's the same settings. Home screen, app screen. I believe it's the same settings, right? Okay, so let's head back to the app drawer. So you can clearly see the difference. Right, the apps, they are no longer, you know, made smaller or crunched. Is it really optimized? I would say no, because it should just spread them all out. That's what I think. This could go over a little bit more. It doesn't have to reach the punch hole camera. It could be spread out a little bit more, and then not so much condensed. Right, now this could be good lock as well. I'm not really sure, but I think I am using home up in good luck, so that's why the apps aren't as big as they should be. And you know what, let's actually get to good luck and let's see if I am actually using home up. Okay, doesn't look like I am. Or actually, well, where is home up? Home up is right here. Congratulations for a new operating system upgrade. Okay, this app version, so app version, right? So okay, so there's an update for that. Let's go ahead and update that. So it's now updating to the, I guess, well, the latest version of, which I assume is obviously going to work, or should work, a lot better with One UI 7. Okay, so now well, so all of those need to update. Okay, let's go into home up, because I believe that I've been using it for the things. So decorate your home screen with various stickers. Oh, stickers. So now you can put stickers on your home screen. Okay, feel free to move and decorate the items on your home screen. Try it. Okay, that's not really what I want to do right now. So home screen here, app icon, settings, background blur, loop pages, nothing to do with the size. I just want to know about the size. Let's go ahead and just turn it off, just for the sake of this video. Right, we're going to turn it off. And okay, no change. No change? Really? No change? So I guess I wasn't really using it then. Yeah, it's off, but there's some cool things you can do. All right, cool. All right, so you can see the difference here with the app drawer in landscape mode. That's pretty cool. And for the app drawer, we do now have the scroll sidebar, whatever you want to call it, that gives you the letters. You can quickly scroll to any letter here, which of course we do not have on this one here. We have the 3 dots over there for sort. I always sort alphabetically, and then we have the search here as well. And what does that say? Choose apps, results, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. Search even faster by adding Finder to the quick panel. Blah blah blah. Search will include your apps, contents, files, and storage. We already know all of that stuff, and that's the search thing. Okay, so landscape mode, pretty cool, pretty awesome there. Definitely some changes for the better. All right, definitely some changes for the better. Let's go to YouTube Music. Okay, and just going to play something. And we're just going to play something. I'm going to turn the volume all the way down. Let's take a look at the volume slider actually. Yep, you can see the difference in the volume slider there. Let's turn this all the way down. Okay, and let's go ahead and bring out the whole thing. Let's make sure this volume is down as well. And that's the volume slider there, and it does not stay very long at all. It does go away, but there it is again, just like that. Okay, so let's go on to, I'm pretty sure she has YouTube Music over here. No, thank you. And let's go. Let's play that one. So we got two things playing. Let's go ahead and lock the devices. Then let's take a look. As you see here, we have the now bar down here playing, right? This is the always on display. Now this is, the screen's completely on now. There's the now bar right there. Now that's going to give you a lot of different information. Okay, so see the music's still playing. It's up there. Let's get back here. The notification shade. The music is playing, but it doesn't show you. But here you can see that it's clearly showing you. If I go ahead and tap it, look at that. That's pretty cool. So if I was to tap the Gmail, nothing's happening. If I tap the clock, nothing's happening. But if I tap the little icon there, you see that blue with World Boss? That's the name of the song that's playing by O2DR. Okay, so it looks like it's going between, because it's on the Wi-Fi, it's going between the TV that my kids are watching in the living room, and then the music that I'm playing. So that's cool. You can just simply tap on that. There's the music controls. Of course, we know what this feature is pretty much like, right? But what can I do with it? Can I move it somewhere? Can I swipe it? So that's, okay, see? So that's the smart TV. That's my living room TV. Okay, all right, pretty cool. Let's get to lock screen and AOD. Okay, let's turn on the screen. Let's press and hold. All right, now we're going to dive into editing the lock screen. Okay, so let's look and see any differences or any changes that we have here. Right at the bottom here, it says variations. Okay. Okay, so we can just quickly change the lock screen wallpaper just like that, right there. Okay, pretty cool. We do have the toggles as usual. I don't use lock screen toggles, so I always remove them. But let's see if we have any different amounts. Obviously, the layout is different. There is, so unlock required to have regular apps, you know, all of your apps. But from the get-go, it looks like it just gives you calculator, camera, do not disturb, flashlight, voice recorder. When in One UI 7, you have sound, flashlight, flight mode, mobile data, so the switch, power saving, dark mode, do not disturb, scan QR code, Dolby Atmos, switch, live transcribe, location, and then all your apps. So it looks like you don't need to unlock for, well, I mean, I already unlocked, right? So, but for me, it's just right there. It doesn't say unlock required. While on this one, for One UI 6.1, it says the unlock is required. Okay, but again, for me, I don't use it. I don't use apps there, camera, nothing. I like it clean and fresh. My wife, obviously, different. She has some other stuff there. Let's check out the clocks. Okay, so you see we have a variety of different fonts, which is nothing new. We also have a variety of different fonts over here as well, but it is showcased on the wallpaper, where on this side it's not showcased on the wallpaper. And then we can also change the thickness of the thickness and thinness of the font. So if I go ahead and tap that, so some of the, okay, so the default font, right? The default one, you can change the thickness and the thinness. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want it to leave it that thick. Damn, boy. So there's the thinness and the thickness, but it looks like it's only that first one, and then obviously it's font and color. So there's the font, there's the color, and this one, it gives you the option to show the weather information, where it's not giving that option on this side here. All right, I'm gonna put the weather there just for my wife. And then if we wait a minute now, so it also says style here. So the different style of the clock, you're able to do this as well right here from the lock screen. Let me see. Oh, yep, there are a couple of them here. I love to have the calendar. I usually use the calendar one for my always on display. Now this is awesome. Did you see that? The clock actually animates. Same thing with this one when you unlock the phone. That looks really good. That looks really good. Now I don't think this has anything like that. I'm going to say no. Now the only problem is okay, she was using that one, right? I believe that's what she was using. Was she using a color on it? I don't remember. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's see. And then we have the usual. We have some of the regular wacky looking ones. I really like the ones that animate. That's pretty cool. And now this in style is where we have the option to show the weather information. And we also have show date above the clock. Okay, so we're also able to do that. That is pretty cool. I'm gonna leave it at that. And then of course, you can add widgets on the home screen: battery, calendar, camera, clock, device care, gallery, interpreter, modes, reminders, health, security, voice recorder, and weather. Let's see what the battery one looks like. Okay. Battery status circle. So for your watch and your device. Okay, I have both. So I'm going to go ahead, leave that there. My watch is currently off right now, but I'm going to leave that. You are able to, so let's just go gallery, images and stories. Let's just click that stuff. So let's go ahead and click start. And we're going to allow all, select album. Let's go select image. Let's go with that one. Let's click done. Now it should just show that picture. I don't know about the always on display does show it. You can see it right there. And then if I bring the screen up, there it is. That's really cool. That's really cool. I do love my lock screen to be clean. I usually use Good Lock to get rid of the status bar, and I don't really have anything else there. But that's really cool. I do find this a little bit annoying. I'll be honest with you. I do find that a little bit annoying. I like when it's just clean, right? So I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. But changes. There's also some more changes within for security. Knox Matrix, right, is something to do. I'm not I don't know too much about the security and Knox and stuff like that. I know that Samsung devices are some of the most secure devices, and their security and privacy features have tremendously increased, right? You're definitely more safer now than you were before, right? Let's close this and see what that notification looks like. It pops up. It's just showing up there. Let's open the lock screen. Is it anywhere else? Nope, it's just there. I thought it would have been something was going to be down here in the now thing. I have to go through the settings and try to find all these things and stuff. But so far, One UI 7 first impressions like this. I just downloaded this about an hour ago, and I didn't even open my phone. I wanted to wait to make the video, right? But that's going to wrap it up. I know there's probably tons of other things that I'm overlooking, skipping, because I just wanted to look at the basics and just show you guys what's up. Again, it is also on my Z Fold 3. The reason I'm not doing a video on the Z Fold 3 is very simple. Look at that. See, you have that little indicator. This is what I was trying to show you guys. I'm not sure, but there's a little arrow right there. Do you see that? Kind of telling you to pull down the right side, right? That's pretty cool. Again, the inside screen doesn't work, so it wouldn't make any sense. See, it didn't even come on that time. It's just fully black. And the thing is, I can feel like the haptic feedback is letting me know that I'm touching stuff, right? So I better stop touching stuff because I'm not sure what I'm touching it there. But yeah, so it wouldn't make sense just to show you guys this. But if you have a Z Fold 3, you can get One UI 7, right? I'm in Canada, so yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on the basics. I really like the changes to the lock screen. Of course, I'm a good lock it up. I'm probably, you know what? Maybe I don't have to use a third-party launcher. We're gonna see. I usually go to a third-party launcher. I will say though, One UI 6 is the when that first came out, and then One UI 6.1. I've spent the most time on a stock launcher with this device, with my Samsung devices, right? With the Z Fold 3, I was on stock for quite some time. Of course, I use Good Lock to kind of just shrink the icons down and stuff like that. But yeah, we're getting close to the point where if you're like me, you don't have to use a third-party launcher, right? Because stock is just becoming that good. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been quite of a long one. Yeah, One UI 7, it's here. You got an older device like me, S22 Ultra, Z Fold 3, you can get One UI 7. Cool features are here, man. There's so much things. In calls, you can now record calls and stuff like that. I know some countries you're not, they don't allow that type of stuff. You can't record calls And honestly, I've never looked into it. I'm in Canada. I don't even know if we're allowed to do that, or if we could, or if the feature is just new, or what's the case. Because you know, I have no reason to record calls, right? But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed this first look, first impressions for me personally, maybe for you, on One UI 7. It's here. It's here today. All right. Today is May the 28th, 2025. It's 8:51 p.m. right now. I received the update an hour ago. Okay, keep that in mind. All right, guys, see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. As always, leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It helps out the channel. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm out.